Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to your HBL part 2. Alright, I guess you've come here after you finish your exit pass. Okay, we're going to continue on with chapter 4, and we're going to go into 4.3 now. Right, so what is 4.3? 4.3, we're going to have look at the first concept in 4.3 called the expansion, okay, of algebraic expression. Okay, expansion of algebraic expression. Okay, and let me draw this straight line and move it up. Okay, nice. All right, now, so what is actually your expansion? Okay, I'm just going to throw you an example, and we're going to see what it is actually about. Okay, so now this is actually based on page 105 in our textbook. Okay, so what am I going to tell you is based on textbook page 105. Okay, now we're going to look at the first so in case you need more elaboration, and if you want to read more on your own, you may do so at page 105. Okay, now I'm going to throw you the first example, and we're going to see what it means. Okay, so the first example would be first example will be a 2 bracket x plus y. Okay, so now what does this expression mean? Okay, maybe you take about 10 seconds to think through what does 2 bracket x plus y mean. What does bracket mean in the first place, right? So give it a think. Okay, so ready? Alright, so bracket actually means your multiplication, okay, or grouping. Alright, so 2 bracket x plus y simply means, alright, 2 times of x plus y. Okay, 2 times of x plus y. Okay, or you can think of it as 2 groups of x plus y. Okay, so bracket means times, or if you think about times, you're thinking of 2 groups of x plus y. So by looking at times, right, actually what we're doing is we're actually looking at the multiplication of your algebraic expressions now. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to think what does it mean. Okay, let's dive a little bit deeper. Now, let me draw one group of x plus y. Okay, so if I were to think of it in terms like this, okay, I have one group of, I have an x, and then I have a y, right? I have an x and I have a y. Oh dear. Alright, I have an x and I have a y. Now, I'm looking for 2 groups of it. So I'm just going to copy, and I'm going to make another copy and go and stick together. Alright, so this is actually, okay, this is actually your 2 groups of x plus y, correct? Right, so this is another way to think about it. Okay, a very imagery or a very pictorial way to think about this question. Alright, so in total, how many x do I have and how many y's do I have? Right, so in simple terms, so 2 bracket x plus y, how many x do I have? I have 2x. And how many y's do I have? And I have 2y. Alright, so 2 groups of x plus y will be 2x plus 2y. As you can see here, I have 2 x's and I have 2 y's. Alright, now, so one and if we were to draw bricks of x and y, is a bit inconvenient. So another way to draw it, another way to simplify this drawing process, you can think of it in terms of drawing a box. Now, we call this the box method, or we can call this the multiplication frame. Right? We call this the box method, or we call this the multiplication frame, where when we are multiplying algebraic expressions, alright, so I'm going to put my 2 over here, and I need to multiply it with my x plus y. Okay, alright, so when I multiply them, when I'm going to multiply them, 2 times of x will give me 2x, 2 times of plus y will give me 2y. So my final expression is going to be 2x plus 2y. Alright, so one way to think is by drawing the bricks, or by drawing your multiplication frame, and you think of it in terms of 2 multiplied by x plus y to get the area within the box or the rectangle, okay, or within the frame. Now, another way to think about it is this thing we call the distribution law. Okay, this thing that we call the distribution law. So you can think of it as 2 being distributed to x and 2 being distributed to your plus y. So 2, okay, so let me move myself nearer to this place. Alright, so if you can see, okay, 2 multiplied by x will give me, okay, 2 multiplied by x will give me 2x. 2 multiplied by y will give me a 2y. I need to move closer, sorry. No. No, this is not how it works. No. No, undo it, no. Okay, how to move myself? Oh no, I'm not moving myself. Okay. Yeah. Okay, alright. I think this is perfect. Okay, so one more time. Right, 2 multiplied by x will give me 2x. 2 multiplied by y will give me 2y. So what am I doing is I distributed my 2 to x and y. Okay, so 2 times x, 2 times y. Alright, 2 times of this, 2 times of that. Okay, so this very first example of expansion is actually to multiply the number outside into the bracket inside, and in a way we can actually open up the bracket and simplify the entire process. Alright, so here we are going to continue on with the second example, which is also in your textbook. Okay, so the second example is what about negative x plus y? Okay, negative x plus y. Okay, so what does it mean? It actually means a negative of x plus y. So in if you think of it in using your mathematical knowledge in chapter 2, what is a negative of x plus y? It is actually negative x minus y. Okay, but if you were to think of it in terms of your distribution law, it will be something like negative 1 times x and a negative 1 times y. So negative 1 times x, negative 1 times y, negative y. Okay, so this law is what we call the distribution law, where we will distribute the 2 into the bracket, or distribute the negative into the bracket. Now another more casual name that we give this is actually your rainbow method, to rainbow the negative in. Right? Okay, last but not least, the final example that we have here, okay, is going to be a negative 2 of x plus y. Okay, if we were to apply the distribution law, okay, if we were to apply the distribution law, we have a negative 2 times x, negative 2 times y. Okay, one more time, negative 2 times x, negative 2 times y. So here we are going to get negative 2x, and negative 2 times y will be a negative 2y. Okay, so yeah, so this is the 3 main examples of your expansion. And to review your expansion, as a summary, what we did was we distributed the 2 inside to multiply with the content within the bracket. Okay, alright, so very simply, what I want you to do to prepare for Friday's lesson, okay, is to look at the investigation. Okay, is to look at the investigation in page 106. Alright, okay, investigation in page 106. Now you have part A all the way to part H. Now first I would like you to copy down and try to do it within your notebook. Okay, so that on Friday we can look at it and you can verify your thinking. So now I will need your so in order to prepare for Friday's lesson, to make it more efficient, I will need your help to do a little bit of investigation at home. Try to think and make sense of what does it mean before we finalize our thinking on Friday. Okay, now if you are not certain, okay, it looks something like this. Page 106, okay, 103, 104, 106, alright, 106, the bottom part of 106, alright, this investigation, this part over here, alright. So you write this down into the notebook and try to simplify and work out the final answer, alright. Now if you are still not sure, you can either feel free to look back into the previous components of the video, right? You can feel free to rewind or slow down, or you can read the textbook. I think the textbook does a very good job in explaining what does it mean, okay, with using like really nice diagrams, okay. So with the diagrams, I hope it will help you to understand more, okay. Alright, so with that, we see you on Friday. Have a good afternoon and have a good evening ahead. Alright, that's all. Take care. Bye bye.